Hello there, and welcome back to Non-Name Talks.
It's great to be here.
There is really nothing quite like that collective eye roll from a team when they're told to, just stay positive when everything is clearly falling apart.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it just feels like putting a Band-Aid on a broken leg, right?
Yeah.
It's so frustrating because it's usually just empty cheerleading when we actually want tangible solutions.
Right, exactly. Well, welcome to a new deep dive. Today, we are looking at a presentation by Dr. Jamie Ann Gustafson to see how shifting your focus from, fixing weaknesses to actually building psychological strengths might just be the ultimate workplace shortcut.
Yeah, a shortcut for you to avoid burnout and actually increase your performance.
Right. So to get into this concept, which is called positive psychological capital or PSYCAP, we kind of need to look at how we normally define capital, don't we?
We do, yeah. Because traditionally you have economic capital, which is simply what you have, like your finances or equipment.
Okay, great.
Then there is human capital, which is what, like your skills. And of course, social capital, which is who you know.
Right, like classic networking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Dr. Fred Luthans, who pioneered this whole PSYCAP concept, completely shifted the lens. He said it's not about what you have or what you know. It's actually about who you are.
Wow. Who you are.
Yeah, and more importantly, who you want to be.
Okay, wait, who you want to be. I do have to push back there a little bit because that sounds, I don't know, dangerously close to one of those hang in their cat posters.
I get that.
I mean, it really reminds me of that meme from The Sources, the one with the Titanic vertically sinking into the freezing ocean with the caption that says, "Manager, we're all in the same boat."
Oh, yeah, that meme is perfectly brutal.
It is. So how does PSYCAP actually avoid just being another, empty, toxic positivity corporate platitude like that?
Well, because PSYCAP isn't just wishing the iceberg wasn't there. It's actually a measurable, heavily researched framework.
Okay.
It's all about developing positive psychological states, which are broken down into 4 completely distinct trainable components. And they form the acronym HERO.
Oh, I do love a good acronym.
Yeah.
So let's start with the H, which is hope.
Right, right. But in this context, hope isn't just passive wishing. Drawing on the work of psychologist C.R. Snyder, hope actually requires 2 engines running at the exact same time.
Tube engines.
Yeah. The first is willpower, which is your goal-directed energy, and the second is way power, which is planning the actual pathways to get there.
Okay, so hope is kind of like a GPS. The willpower is you punching in your destination. You have the drive to get there.
Exactly.
But the way power is trusting your GPS to calculate the alternate routes when there's a roadblock. So you don't just give up, you find another path.
That is a perfect analogy. Because if you only have the drive but no map, you'll just spin your tires. You need both to arrive.
Right.
But once you're on the road, you need the E, which is efficacy. This is basically your domain-specific confidence.
Domain-specific, meaning believing you can take on challenging tasks and actually put in the effort to succeed.
Exactly.
And what really stood out to me from the presentation is that efficacy isn't about being this, lone superhero who just does everything.
No, not at all.
It's recognizing your strength, which honestly means knowing when not to do something.
Right, because it's built on past mastery.
Yeah.
When you accurately recognize what you're actually good at, it totally removes the anxiety of faking it.
Oh, for sure.
You stop wasting energy on tasks you're bad at, like, say, accounting,
Yeah.
and confidently delegate them to a bookkeeper or a designer.
Right, which makes total sense. But if efficacy is having the confidence to delegate, resilience is what happens when the person you delegated to messes up.
That is very true.
And that's deeply tied to optimism, right? The O in our HERO acronym.
It is. Optimism here is about cultivating a positive attribution. So basically, it's the mental habit of giving yourself credit for your wins and viewing your losses as just, temporary roadblocks, not permanent flaws.
Right.
And that is the engine for the R, resilience, which is your behavioral ability to basically bounce back from adversity or conflict or outright failure.
And the sources had this incredible real-world example of resilience with Vishal Patel.
Oh, the restaurant owner, right.
Yeah, he runs a Mexican restaurant in Queens called Hot Peppers. And when COVID hit, indoor dining completely shut down.
Right, which was devastating for so many places.
Exactly. But instead of just folding, Patel used resilience to totally redesign his physical restaurant layout.
Wow.
Yeah, he created a high-speed, takeout-only assembly line so workers could socially distance and customers got their food way faster. He essentially saved his business by bouncing back and adapting.
That is such a great example of the concept in action.
But it makes me wonder, are optimism and resilience really just two sides of the same coin? Like, is one just looking forward while the other recovers from the past?
Well, they are deeply intertwined, yeah.
Yeah.
You almost need the optimism, that belief in future success,
Yeah.
to actually fuel the resilience required to bounce back from a present failure.
Ah, I see.
When you combine them, they create massive real-world
Then
results.
the data totally backs that up. When you look at over 244 combined studies, the ROI on building these traits is huge.
It really is. It directly leads to higher job satisfaction, lower turnover, and, significantly less burnout for you.
Right.
And the most important takeaway here is that these hero traits are dynamic.
Yeah.
They are not fixed personality traits you're simply born with. They can be actively built, trained, and improved over time.
So you aren't just stuck on a sinking ship being told to smile.
Exactly, no.
You can actually build a better boat, which honestly leaves you with a final question to chew on today.
What's that?
Well, if these four hero traits can be actively cultivated to make you a better employee, how might intentionally training your own inner hero completely reshape how you handle conflicts in your personal relationships or, your most private ambitions?